Kim.
Hi, Althea. Hi, Greg.
Yes, I'm here. Yes, I'm here. Hi, everybody.
Hi, Althea.
I'm really good. We having some problems here, some technical difficulties. I just talked to the captain, our featured guest. He said he's trying to download the Zoom, but when he downloaded, it said can't install. Why would it say that? Can't install. Why would Zoom say that can't install? He said he cleared out his phone and it's all is fine. And why would it say can't install? It's something must be blocking it if you can't install. He said he cleared everything. So Kimberly, you're gonna have to remember what we talked about earlier.
Yeah, I can speak a little bit.
What you do
about this if he can't get on, and I will put his information in the chat.
I'm just talking to him again, trying to walk him through this. Just don't.
While we're doing that, this is alkaline water, filtrated water. First of all, I want to say hello, Wellness Awareness Network leaders. I want to thank Althea and Reggie for all of their initiatives to just to put this together. I'm so grateful to be able to join. My name is Kimberly Mathis, and I'm a licensed massage therapist, certified massage pediatric therapist, doula, and a lot of other things. My goal right now is to help my young women through motherhood, through pregnancy, as well as couples, the men as well. And so that's what I've been all about, community advocacy and more. I had the present opportunity to meet Captain Olokun at a National Million Woman Movement little program and initiative. I don't know if many of you know Sister Philae, Empress Philae. She's the founder and director of the...
I can't say anything. What do you have to say?
Can you hear me, everyone? Can everyone hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, I did. To see it though.
I did put it in the chat. So everyone, any information you need on the National Million Woman March, from history from back in the history to today, is in the chat. It is 25 years in remaking. And, we've been all hanging out in support of Black businesses and beyond, which deals with anything as far as property management. We need our properties back. They're buying our properties from up under us. So it's a lot going on. But again, I want to get back to Euphoria filtrated water. Again, I was at an event at the Nile in May. And there were various vendors there. It was a small event. And I was able to support every vendor there except Captain Olokun because I had water at home. So I sat down with him and talked to him about his filtrated water system, which is Euphoria. And we got together and I told him that what I would do is that at the beginning of the month, which was this month, June, that I would buy 2 cases from him. And what he did is he put the water together for me, and he brought it down. He lives in Potsdam. And he came all the way down my house, and we sat down and we talked. The water is anti-aging, anti-inflammatory, it's detoxing, and it is a system involved with that, a filtration system. And I was hoping that he could get on and talk about it because it is his business. Again, I did purchase Euphoria water in small bottles like this, and also gallons in support of him. Again, there are various vendors there, and I do try when I come to events to, especially if they're small, to support all my sisters and brothers and give a little bit to each. If it's only buying one thing from them, I do try to do that. So, and that's what we all should do. I will tell you this morning, um, Al came to visit me to bring. Yes, yes, you can. Yes, I will put his information in the chat. Well,
Excuse me. I just want to. He's coming in on his friend's phone, and he just gave me his friend's phone number so I can send him the link to get in. So keep talking.
Yeah,
keep talking while I'm doing.
Actually, Reggie, that was real good that you asked me that because the captain did videotape me. For me, water. I purchased the water for my daughter. I have a special needs daughter. She's a spastic quadriplegic with a host of other neurological and physiological conditions. And I purchased it more for her, in terms of cooking, in terms of drinking it. It is good for your urinary system. It is good for your mental clarity. It is good for everything that you need within your body because everybody knows that the body is really water. We don't have it, we won't survive. I like it anti-aging. Anything you do, like I know a lot of us don't look our age, and I know that many of the queens and kings I see on here definitely we don't look their age. We're crazy. This is all of it don't. It don't. And in terms of healing thyself, it starts with us. And water is a key. I grew up with my mother came from a family of 12 folks. They are all gone. And all of that is about what we eat, what we consume in our bodies. I grew up with a family that Sunday mornings was fried chicken and gravy and grits. That's the first meal of the day. And then it closed out with a family gathering with chicken, chitlins, turkey, pork chops, and everything else. And they are all gone. So water is very important. So I'm praying that's right. Well, he came to my home. He came to my home and I actually opened the bottle and drank it. Very clear, very clean tasting. Tastes different. Is he on?
Yes.
My brother Captain on cool.
You can't see him?
I am doing the presentation. He is here.
There you are. Without further ado, we're going to present this really. Okay, got his friends on from. I don't know why he couldn't download that app.
How you doing?
Yes.
Thank you.
The water, again, I met the captain at a National Million Movement Summit. It was like a little gathering that was held at the Nile. And Captain Olukun was one of the vendors there. And I was able to support every vendor except him that day. And I promised him that I would support him at the beginning of the month because I had already had water. I had water on me and I had water. And I told him that I would buy some cases from him. And he was so kind to put everything together that I needed. And he actually drove all the way from Pottstown to my house to bring me this water. Yes. 15 and he brought me bottles. He bought me more than what I paid for, actually. Wow. And this is why I told him I will support him. And we're down to my last gallon here. But I told him I would support him. because that's what we do. We support black businesses. We got to support each other. And I told him about the network. I told him, they sent him various connections and how we could work together. And I, had asked that he come on and talk about, his health, his blessings. Even when he was at my home, there was a client calling him that didn't live too far. And he just so happened to be at my home in Germantown, and he had to go over in North Philly. He wasn't far away from where this client was. And so, I really want him to talk about it. Okay. Hi, Brother Olakon.
Yes. Yes, yes. Yes. Well, first off, can everybody hear me clearly?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, great. I thank everybody for their patience. I had some technical difficulties, but I'm here right now. I'm here right now at the Kangen Reading Water Store. This right here, I'm gonna show y'all. See, change your water, change your life. Okay, and you see right now we have trickle device. That's where the water comes from. So as soon as they're done filling up, I'm going to show you all the medical device where this special type of water comes from. But in the meantime, just to share a bit of myself, how I started, I first discovered the water in 2018 when I was researching what's the most pristine waters in the world. And I looked at what are the top 10 leading causes of death and what race died the most from it, and it was African Americans. And I knew that whoever lived the longest, it was directly proportionate to the type of water that they drank. So this is how I discovered it. So I looked at who had the highest longevity, and it came up Japan, right? And when I seen that Japanese men and women been drinking this water since 1974 from this medical device that I shown you, that I showed you all, and then after 2000s, it started to come over here in the United States. All kinds of celebrities start getting them. Barack Obama, the top athletes in all major sports, the Magic Johnsons, a lot of celebrities I can name drop. But what it's done for me, I actually started drinking it in 2020 because when I discovered it in 2018, I couldn't get it for 2 years. I tried getting it from people online. It was just so much red tape and so difficult until I actually met my partner here in the store, Rick. I actually got in touch with him and he had it. So obviously the pandemic was 2020. My mother actually, she caught COVID. She almost literally passed away from it. She was losing her breath. I was watching her take her last breaths. And I brought her this special type of water here. And within a week, she had her breath restored. And from that, I had friends and family members calling me. They just started pulling me wanting this water. I'm a certified gas pipeline mechanic by trade. I was going to start a gas company, and I got pulled over here because that was what the Most High wanted. And I feel very fulfilled. I have testimonials from people I helped, significantly improve their health status in every area, from things as serious as cancer, high blood pressure, diabetes. Obviously, the pandemic hit. I helped people not even go to the hospital because this water, Harvard did a study on it. It kills any virus or germ on contact. And that's important because the second pandemic is coming. They're saying it. So that's why it's important for our community, because we suffer the most, to know about this special type of water. So now I'm going to come in and show you guys it. All right. It's called the K8 right here. It's called the K8. And this right here is the holy grail of water. Y'all see that good?
Yeah.
Y'all see that? And this is all the great features. You see that? You see by the push? Absolutely, right there at the top. You see the different pH levels? Say it again. Yes, this is the newest, latest model right here. Now, it's called the K8 because it has 8 medical grade titanium plates dipped in platinum. And it's approved by the Japanese Ministry of Health, over 6,500 doctors. Now they're top in the world. They're more strict than the FDA. So to be approved as a medical device, that's the hardest thing on the world. This is the only one right here. The top scientists in the world actually took apart this device. They took it apart, and they were actually shocked. And it's on video. They were shocked that it cost this less to be a medical device. So this device right here is in over 200 hospitals in Japan. Okay, it's been around since 1974. It's actually it's in sports team facilities like the Los Angeles Lakers, right? The year before the Lakers won the championship, when LeBron came there, they got these devices in their facility. The Seattle Seahawks, a lot of UFC training facilities. Floyd Mayweather has this. So yeah, but now what's more importantly is that we get in our communities, because a lot of our people don't know that this is tax deductible every year. They actually did a write-up in the Philadelphia Inquirer, and I'm using their words. I'm going to use their words. I don't use any fear-mongering sales tactics, but they said bottled water is keeping the city of Philadelphia poor. That's the article. Everybody can look it up, because they said people with lower education and lower income are poor because they are buying water. They are buying bottled water. That is the Philadelphia. The University of Pennsylvania did a study, and they studied all the incomes around the city and spending habits for years. And they determined the reason why the city of Philadelphia, most people are poor. We were labeled America's poorest big city. It's because of bottled water. I mean, you can't make it up. So that's why this is paramount, because of the health and wealth benefits associated with it. That we can literally go to our sink and we have this medical grade water, right? We're buying anyway. We're going to drink water the rest of our lives. But also we have significant tax benefits. We pay bills anyway. We're working to pay bills. We all know how it is. But you mean to tell me this right here will be able to give us some financial freedom, because we'll be able to deduct from our taxes all our expenses, because we got this. The average person, which I found, pays more for bottled water than they do property taxes.
Oh.
If you just look at it, the average person is paying $2,000, $3,000 or more a year for bottled water. That we know what happened March 26th with the water scare, right? We were running out of water. Or what happened when 2020 hit and we were going to the market and they were saying you can only buy 2 cases. How? When we got an ocean. Water is free, but we got to play the game. That's why I'm so passionate about it, because not only am I helping families secure their health with the best drinking water on the planet, but they also get the wealth benefits associated with it as well. And I love it when the people that I actually sold this device to, when I speak to, and they do their taxes, and they see so much financial freedom that they have. So obviously you all know our community needs access to it, because we're the largest consumers of bottled water. The Nielsen report shows that. But we're the largest consumers of the wrong type of water, which is purified water, reverse osmosis water, which is banned in a lot of countries. So, and I'm giving y'all facts, no opinions. So nothing causes more aggressive disease, cancer, any disease than purified water and reverse osmosis water. That's why one of my sayings is, if it says purified, do not buy it. But we think it's pure water. We see 40 bottles for $5, and we think that's a deal. Notice we go to events, they giving out water free. No, that's poison. That's poison. We have an epidemic in the Black community of Black women that are anemic and their iron is low. And for Black men, prostate problems. And I'm going to show you why. I'm going to show you why right here. See that acid? Y'all see that? Acidic. So every time we are drinking, so first of all, dehydration and inflammation is a leading cause of every disease. So we're not drinking enough water, and we drinking the wrong water. So we're consuming for years acidic beverages. This is what is so detrimental to our health right here. This is why I encourage everyone to get their water tested, right? Because prevention is better than what? You know the rest. right? So this right here is just life changing. This right here is just life changing. And this is what really, really sold me, which I'm gonna show y'all. Y'all see right here? Strong acidic water. I press that button 2.5 out the top hose right here. That comes 11.5 water that I'm gonna show y'all right here. Y'all see up on the wall there where it says strong hanging water 11.5?
Yeah.
Right here. You see, this is what we need. By the year 2030, they're already predicting a 75 increase in pancreatic cancer because a lot of the pesticides and herbicides on our produce. So now we eating fruits and vegetables and we having problems. So that's what really finalized everything to me. I had to think over 10, 20 years. Now that device I showed you, it has a 25 to 40-year lifespan. All you have to do is maintenance it. Here at the store, we deep clean it. You see this device right here? It's in the process of being deep cleaned. Once a year, you get a deep clean. Once a year, you get a deep cleaning. Now, the medical device is automated, and it tell you when you need to change the filter. And it'll cleanse itself. It'll shut down. You press the button, it'll shut down for 3 hours and clean itself. So you do that, you know, every month or every couple of months. It all depends on how much water you use in your household. And then once a year, you bring it to the store and you get it deep cleaned. And you do that and you're set. I mean, I've talked to people who have had it for over 20 years. So that's 20 plus years. They didn't have no water worries. You know, so imagine just how it can change your health and your family's health. You're drinking this kind of water for years. Total different outcomes. I mean, you know, we know we're giant bags of water. You know, we got 1 trillion cells and they all have structured water in them. And this is what this device does. When you hook it up to the tap and you turn on the sink, let me show you. I'm gonna show you. You just turn it on and you can come out this hose and it's running through it. It goes through the machine, it splits the water. The bottom hose, that's where all the acidic water comes out, right? And the plates are working and it ionizes it. It makes the water molecule small to get into your cells. And that hose right there, that's the fountain of youth. You know, if you was here, you can really see how crisp and clean the water looks. You know, it doesn't have a brownish tint to it. You know what I mean? So it restructures the water and it hydrates you on a cellular level.
So the alkaline water is good for the body. I know that you can use the acidic water too to do some things, right?
Yes, you can use, we have right here, you see here? This is 2.5. Mm-hmm. Like I don't buy cleaning products, so you can clean with that. Like I mentioned earlier, Harvard did a study on the 2.5 that will kill any virus or germ on contact. I don't drink it. I recommend drinking starting at 8.5. 8.5, 9.0, and 9.5.
What makes it 2.5? I never heard of that.
Yeah, it's 2.5. Well, the medical device makes a disinfectant that you can clean with. Yeah, this right here. You see?
Okay.
So you see how this is in a spray bottle?
Okay.
Yeah, so you can clean with. So these devices, like I said, they're in hospital. They use 2.5 to clean surgical equipment with that, surgical utensils in the hospitals. They clean hotel floors with it. And, you know, it's in Japan. This is why Japan is the healthiest nation. It's mandatory in their daycares. They raise their children off this water. It's a staple of their country. Japan is the healthiest nation. Very healthy.
Yeah, I know.
You know, I was doing it. You know, I was doing an event one time, and this was two situations. I had one guy who was in the military. He came up over to me. He said, "I know all about it. I was in Japan." I had a sister who she had asthma, and she screamed when she seen me because she said, "I know all about the water. I went to the hospital in Japan, and I had asthma. I started drinking that water. I don't have asthma no more." That's exactly what she said. I was like, wow. Yeah.
Those fantastic testimonials. I know that there's been a lot of great benefits known for the alkaline water. I know that disease and bacteria cannot live in an alkaline state, and that it's the acidic body that is the disease. yeah, everything that you're saying hits home. And like you said, even the water that is 2.5, that is below the very low pH, is useful for cleaning up stuff. So, man, that's what we're all about. We're all about the healing solutions, and we definitely appreciate your energy and information regarding alkaline water. You know, I sometimes we get so much information over the course of time that stuff slips through the cracks. That we start practicing things, we don't practice things. It's really about juggling. You know, exercise, meditation, water. You know, to be doing them all at the same time, all the time, is a challenge. But you just reminded me that I need to get back to that alkaline water. So I appreciate you.
Thank you. And you all, I want you all to look up, Google Dr. Otto Warmberg. Dr. Otto, O-T-T-O, Warmberg, W-A-R-N-B-U-R-G. He won the highest prize you could win. He won the Nobel Peace Prize, the only doctor ever for medical in 1931. And he won that because he determined how we get cancer and all these diseases is because our bodies are acidic. And no disease could live in an alkaline environment. So Google Dr. Otto Warmberg.
Okay.
Yeah.
Spell the last name again.
Warmberg, W-A-R-N-B-U-R-G. The only doctor who won the Nobel Peace Prize for medical.
Okay, thank you.
You're absolutely welcome. So alkaline starts at 8.5, but see, here's the problem, because there's a big alkaline water craze going on. People going to the market and think that they are buying alkaline water. Okay. People going to the market and think they buying alkaline water when that's not the case. That's not the case. What they do is they take radioactive tap water and they add chemical compounds and they label it alkaline. So what I just shown you, that device, there's two ways you can get alkaline. You know, they do it artificially and through a chemical process. That's a natural process. That device I just showed you all fills it with molecular hydrogen. That's odorless and tasteless. You just study molecular hydrogen and the health benefits it has for any disease. I'm talking about it's people that had terminally ill cancer that are living today because they introduce this kind of water to their body and they follow the protocol. That's right. It's a reason. That device I showed you, that's a medical device. You go to the American Anti-Cancer Institute website. They have, for cancer prevention and cancer cure, the very first thing you do is you have to change to that water. They have a whole protocol.
Wow.
And I sent Kim and Althea the information, but they have a whole protocol that we need to know, because what race, I mean, my family was decimated by it.
Right.
Decimated by it. So who was affected by the most? That's why this information is paramount, that we get this out there to our community. We get this out there to Black America, because 99% of them don't know about it. They don't.
Well, you know what? And the other 1%, only half of those can afford it as far as the machine is concerned. So it looks like you're selling the water, the bottled water. So that's a big deal. You know, if people can't afford the machine, then they can certainly afford the water. You know, I know that I hope if you haven't as already joined our virtual community, we absolutely want you to do that and continue to bring this information and tell us, man, where can we buy the machine or your water?
I put the information in the chat for everyone. This is Pam. It's in the chat. So everyone can look in the chat. The chat and all his information is in there.
Okay, and I'll make sure to post that in the Facebook as well, because we're streaming live to Facebook and in our virtual community as well. We're recording this so that we'll be able to put it up. I put your phone number on the ticker, but we'll also get the information in there so that people can figure out how to get the water, because I think that's a big deal. You know, getting past the hurdle of people not knowing is one thing, then making it available. That's the healing solution that we're looking for. So, Captain, you're bringing the noise, brother. You're bringing the noise.
Thank you.
How much is the water going for? How much is the machine going for? And how much is the water going for straight up?
The medical device is $6,000. It's a one-time investment, but it's tax deductible every year. It's 100% tax deductible. So we have an accountant in our network. They say you purchase it, you know, he'll help you write everything off, and then you set for life. Now, if you become a member and you're not able in a financial position, then I can discuss with my travel and me bringing you the water. That price is different for everyone, but it's going to start at. Say it again.
Yeah, I was going to say travel is going to be hectic because we're in Atlanta. People are all over the country. As far as I know, you're in Philly, right?
Yeah. How about if I come to you and get it?
Yeah, but I can ship you some. So my number's there. Call me directly, and when you tell me whatever state you're in, we can work out a shipping quote for you.
Okay.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
But listen, it's people I have on video. You know, it's people that drove from Atlanta up here to this very store.
Wow.
And brought me their water. Yeah, I got everything video. You know, I'm shooting I'm in the process of doing a documentary showing all these testimonials and stuff like that.
That'd be
which side of the broken road on 95 are you on? You on the south side or the north side? Did they fix the highway by you yet, bro?
No, it's gonna take a while to fix. Yeah.
So tell us about the shipping thing, you know, because maybe in some communities, either people can get together and get a machine and then disseminate water to each other.
Oh yeah, that's ideal. That's why I say like for churches, I tell people like, think about it. You get 10 people together, they got $600 a piece. That's $6 grand. That's 10 people that never got to buy water again. However, you got to work it out. You know, you could put it under a church name or organization name. You're going to get significant tax reductions. Our people don't know. I think for the sisters, I've sold them. I walk in beauty salons, do the presentation. They don't have a clue. And then they get them and they realize like, wow, because half our money's going through taxes. So we cannot go on the next 5-10 years when taxes is going up and we know what's in the water and we got water shortages and we got food problems. This answers two major things, health and wealth. We got a pesticide problem.
And people hear what you're saying, but they're also looking at you. And I can tell you from your complexion and your energy is a testimonial in and of itself.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. The fact that my mother's alive today, I'm blessed. Yeah. Like I said, I'm a businessman, but I never looked at, let me get into the water business. I told you I wanted to start a gas company. But when my mom got her breath back and my whole family started calling me, right? And my mom was and I'm going to tell you, my mom was in so much pain with that COVID, losing her breath. She looked me right in her eyes and told me, let her die. So I tell people that, I'm like, people that are researching and looking at, I'm like, y'all blessed because I didn't have that opportunity. My back was against a wall. Because I'm talking to friends and family, like I got to prepare for my mother's funeral. So when I'm talking to people and I say, hey, maybe I'm pushy, it's because I still see those moments when my mother couldn't breathe. You see? She couldn't breathe, but she's alive today and she got a man in her life and I like him. And they talk, and they get married. So I'm like, I'm blessed. So I'm like, now I got to go help other mothers. I got to help somebody else save their mother. You see? She's alive today and well. She's alive today and well. Just had a doctor's appointment because she has that device. So I say that's how my story was different. Couldn't nobody tell me, and I'm like, I'm gonna do some research. By today, I'm going to see my mother and looking at her, and she couldn't breathe. I'm like, it was messing me up mentally.
Yeah, I know.
So, and the captain is being modest because he has a health story himself. Wow. This is a strong man. He's come through a lot.
Thank you, Kim.
Wow, we all have some stories too, don't we?
Yeah.
Some stories, we all, and I really appreciate you coming on. I'm definitely going to look into the whole idea about people getting together to get this thing because it reaches more people.
It's for the community.
It's a strain financing on one person, but
exactly. That's why I tell people like
that more the unity.
Like literally, like we in Renton, but the brother who phone I'm on, right? That's why I say I'm out in the streets. I met him at the club at an event. He's in Germantown. He got a body shop. He drove up here because I'm working to help him get set up at his shop so he can supply the community. That's who phone I'm on. He's right in here. I'm showing him everything, how to get set up. So this is what we need. If we go around each of our communities and we know there's somebody there that with them, we could go to that person and get it. That's what I'm showing. I took one machine and I brought water around the country. Around the country for one machine, and this lasts 25 to 40 years. You can put it in your will and trust. I showed y'all. That's how easy it is to maintenance it. Now I'm showing this brother right here.
Wow. You just said something right there. You know, we can take some of that trust money and invest it. You can either take some of the trust money or money that you know, that we are spending on burial insurance or insurance in and of itself, and take care of life. So how much is that water? How much is the water by the bottle, and how would you ship it?
Well, it depends where you at. I would say roughly shipping can start anywhere from $200 to $300, depending on where you at. If you in Philadelphia, I deliver it to you minimum 100. And like I said, once you tell me your address, I can give you exact price. But in Philadelphia, you expect to pay a minimum of 100. If I'm shipping to you, I'm expect to pay a minimum of 200, depending on where you at.
For how much?
So you'll get a case, 50 bottles.
50 bottles.
That's shipping.
50 bottles.
Yeah.
Yeah. How much? Bottles, how much is it as a case?
Say it again.
How much is a case?
You'll get 50 bottles for $100 if you're in Philly. And if I'm shipping it to you, it'll be anywhere from $200 to $300 because they charge for the weight of the water, and obviously depending on where you at, which state, it's higher.
So that's cool. That's still $300 for a case of 50.
I gotta
that's what, $6 a bottle, 6 cents a bottle. I can't do the quick math. Althea's gone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Althea's in the
I know. I got my ride. No, I'm still here.
Oh. We're on the move today. You know, we do Althea L's Lavenderlite every second and fourth Thursday here inside the community. And she's bringing the noise, man. And I'm glad that she brought you today because I really needed to remember about the water and to give some serious consideration. I wasn't in a position the last time I heard the price of the machine, so I couldn't cop at that time. But I need to, you know, make it more of a priority. So thank you for bringing it to my attention and all to the attention of everyone who's watching this now. And so we're going to continue to stream your number and your information, put it out there in the ethers, and soon they're going to be calling you Moses, brother. Moses!
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes. Reggie, before we leave here, I want you to touch on the HIV for African American women, since we have all these women on here. Before we close, if you don't mind, just to mention a couple statistics or something to that effect.
Well, it's, you know, that's an easy one because
I know
Black women are the fastest rate of new infections in HIV, and they're contracting it heterosexually. And yet the HIV is still being portrayed as a gay disease. So we've been working hard to dispel that myth and to really to knock down that dominant narrative and to change the imagery around it. And also, you know, to connect with other organizations that are focused on not defocusing or not leaving anyone out, but have a particular focus on making sure that we take care of the sisters and heterosexual brothers, because they, you know, seem to be falling through the cracks. And so, but the way to do that is not from the area all the time of prevention. There are some prevention methods, PrEP. They even have medications now. And yeah, I was that guy who didn't want to take medications. I was diagnosed with AIDS in 1988. Probably contracted it in 1984. This was pre-Magic. This was pre-Arthur Ashe. And so I made some lifestyle changes around not stop smoking and stop eating meat, you know, and I started being concerned about what I put on my skin and in my body. And through God's grace, here it is, you know, some 30 years later, almost 40 years later, and life is great. Like, you know, God is the greatest. And so we share as much information as we can and bring people together. That's what we do inside this community. And really it's about changing our lifestyle. And yes, water is on the top of the list. And I'm telling you, I learned that a long time ago. But as you continue to learn new things and put new things in your lifestyle, you know, I could be here with Althea and I'll be hopping around like a bunny. And you know, I'm starting to pick up some new stuff. She shipped me some oils already. I got the oils. I got to learn how to put those together.
Okay.
By the time I do that, I'll be back in the kitchen making some veggie burgers. And I probably will have put together an order to get some of the alkaline water. So it's just being in community with like-spirited, like-minded people is what's important. And as far as HIV and Black women are concerned, you know, come on and hang out with us and you'll get the latest and the greatest on prevention and treatment, and just get that love. And the thing that we all have in common is our health. Because when you don't feel good or you're sick, there's only one thing you want, and it ain't money.
That's right. That's true.
Hey, listen, I want to chime in like. I just want to chime in.
I know. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to chime in, like I said, like I'm shooting a documentary, right? Just to show all the testimonials and stuff like that. But one of the guys in it, that I met and got some water, he shared with me a story about his best friend who had HIV some years ago, and he actually brought that device. He's in Philly. He mentions it all in the documentary, and he doesn't have it anymore. But his friend brought what I showed y'all. So I just wanted to chime in and say that because the brother shared a story about his friend in Philly. So he's totally good now.
Yeah,
I'm definitely interested.
Well, you know, that's exactly right. I've been all around the world looking for a cure, you know, in different places, Africa, Jamaica, you know, Mexico, because, you know, people don't believe that there is the possibility. But there is a difference in the language as well. And whether it's a cure or being healed, you know, a cure might be not having the virus in your bloodstream at all. You know what? I'll take the healing, and I intend to live for 200 years. So call it what you want. You know, it really is the result of and the consequence of a change in lifestyle. And
brother,
let's just see you, brother.
Brother Abdullah.
Who?
This is Kim. Brother Captain.
Chris, who Abdullah?
Well, listen. All I want to know, the number that's in the chat, is that your number?
Yes.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Okay. Because I'm gonna want to order some water.
Yeah.
Oh, me too. Maybe get together somehow. We'll hook it up. We'll figure out a way.
Yeah. Also, too, listen, I want to let you all know I have a relationship with a bank. I help people get funding. You understand that? So if you got a credit score, what? If you got a credit score of 680, I can help you get funding for it. Okay?
What if you have a higher score? Could you still get funding?
Oh yeah, long as you over 680, you good.
No, I don't know. No, I have like 830 or something like that, so I can't get funding.
No, you can.
Oh,
you
I can. Okay.
You can.
Hold on. I got like a 650. So Althea, can you let me hold 30 points?
Yeah. I'll sell you some of my points.
Yeah. And anybody, if you need your credit repaired or fixed, I can help you with that.
That too, huh? Wow, you're
awesome.
Awesome. I'm gonna keep your number though, but I will definitely be in touch with you, and we might want to do something else. I don't know, but I'm definitely going to get in touch with you. We got to do something because I know the alkaline water is the best water. I know that for, I have no doubts. And I was just wondering how, and it's ironic because I just went to and bought all these cases of water because Pennsylvania just called a water conservation. That's what we're in right now. Monday, they announced it. Say, don't, because it hasn't rained. We're in a drought season right now. And so everything is going to go up in price. Everything has gone up in price and it's going to continue. And then they're going to use that as an excuse too to raise, but there is a water shortage right now because it hasn't rained. And I know because my basement has not flooded. And it always floods every year when it rains and it hasn't flooded.
Yeah.
So I know it's a water shortage.
Yeah.
But besides that, I do plan to make if I have to come, I used to work in Pottstown at the what's it?
Good, how are you?
The Y or something up there. They used to have a summer program. This was years ago though. This is about 20 years ago, 30 years ago. Oh boy, had a summer program for you at risk youth and stuff. So I used to ride past the Limerick thing, the Limerick. Like it took about an hour, 15 minutes or something like that. I'd be fine. But I will definitely be in touch with you on that one. I definitely, and me and my husband were just talking about that, this water thing. We have to taste it down there, and we have the filtering system. But the filtering they don't filter out all the stuff that you need out. You can't even boil stuff out of water anymore. They even told us. They said, well, you're boiling because certain things are not going to be boiled out. Anytime they tell you that, imagine what they haven't told us. Because, they never tell us everything. You never tell us everything. So if they tell us that much, because it's something in this thing that says they want to be able to say, well, we told them. You know what I mean? Like they're supplying with all the so-called water. So when it's the shortage, and when they say, well, we told them, we had it out there. You know what I mean? They only tell us half the truth. You know what I mean? You got to read between the lines, handwriting on the wall. Certain things are real obvious. But some of us is just so in denial about some things, especially about their health, So I thank you for coming on here and sharing your stuff. And I definitely will probably call you if not today, tomorrow morning, a couple of phone calls, and we're gonna figure something out because I'm tired of that water flow situation. You know what I'm saying? So that's comforting, especially to know that I can claim it on my taxes. That's real huge for me.
Yeah,
that's like a
because
free.
Yeah, thanks for that. Thanks for that informative information. Because I just bought 3 cases of water.
Somebody.
But you know what? I'm gonna just have to give it to my
What
cat.
you say? Can you hear her?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you, Kim.
Can you? Okay. Okay, Althea. Anyway, I just bought 3 cases. You got the
number though, right? Okay.
Yeah. I got the number. I got your number. I'll call you at I can't even say your name again.
Althea or the captain. But look, Althea, we're getting ready to lose you. And it's time
because we're driving and I don't know what might interfere. I'm in the Uber to take me to my appointment.
All right.
Acupuncture. I'm getting acupuncture for my sciatica. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I know that that water will help.
It definitely will.
I know it will help in my digestion. It definitely will. I'm doing sea moss and all.
I want y'all to meet. Hold on. I want y'all to meet this the brother Ted right here.
Who's phone you on?
This is Ted. He got a shop in Germantown.
Is that who phone you on?
I'm on his phone. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Tell him said thank you. Tell him said thank you.
Right.
Yeah. I want you to meet him. This is Ted.
Hi, Ted. Hi, Ted.
All right, now.
I thank you for letting him use. Oh, you're a worker.
How you doing, Ted?
Where you at?
Without you.
You see, he got a car mechanic shop. Yep.
Where are you located?
Where's your shop at? I'm in Germany. Hey, excuse me.
Where are you?
I need to see him. Oh, I know where you are.
Yep.
Oh, you know where I am? I'm right by the South College.
Still on
right
Germantown Avenue?
I got the only shop on that whole strip.
What strip is that?
Armat Street.
Armat, okay.
Are you near Lena Street? Are you near Lena and Armat?
Yeah, right by the bridge.
Okay.
Yep. All right, brother Captain.
So you know, you know Todd then, right?
Yes.
You know Todd?
Yes, I know Todd. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know. And you know Bill? You know Bill?
Todd thinks he's a guy.
I know. So you're around the corner from him, right? them right.
Yes, he's on Church Lane. I'm on Armac Street.
Armac Street.
I'm gonna come and see you this weekend.
Yes,
Because I
ma'am.
have, you know what? My tire dispenser,
Hold on, out there. Before you get your car fixed, out there, before you get your car fixed, let me wrap up the show. I'll leave the room open.
Hey, I appreciate everybody's time, okay?
Thank you so much for coming. Yes, and sharing that knowledge about the water.
I enjoy it so much.
Yes, thank you so much.
And I will be calling you.
Yeah. Yes.
Work something out.
Okay, talk to y'all later.
And
all right, everybody.
And
all right,
both Kim.
All right, Althea.
It's loads of fun, but we're gonna run. We'll see you on the other side
Okay,
of the room. I'll leave the door open for you.
morning.
Join us again on the second and fourth Thursday.
Okay, I gotta go in this doctor's office
of the month, right here with Althea L inside of Lavenderlite, inside Wellness Awareness Recovery Network. Thanks for joining us. Until the next time, peace and blessings.